No, do not ask him for money. Azura, you might get around, but you don't do it for money. There's words for women that do those sorts of things. Hi, everybody. This is Lady Sweetheart, and welcome back to the 100 Baby Challenge. So you may have noticed on my community board, I've kind of been talking quite a bit about it in the last week, but I have been working really hard to create a new home for Azura and her family here in Henford-on-Bagley. And what I did was I basically started with the house we were already in Windenburg. I just plopped it down on the 64 by 64 lot, and then I just started tweaking it to make it more Henford-on-Bagley-ish. And I also added a little expansion to it. So before we move Azura and the family in there, which we are ready to do, I am going to kind of give you a little bit of a tour, because I find that's easier to do from Managed Worlds as opposed to having a family already moved in there. So that's what we're going to do. So one of the reasons I like to show the new home in the Managed Worlds aspect of the game is because the seasons don't really impact how it looks. Like, it's actually winter in this game right now in the save, and like, for example, all these flowers look dead when you're in the game, and I just feel like, as well as the trees, and I just feel like that doesn't give you as good a picture of what I did with the house as it does to show you here in Managed Worlds. And thanks to the Better Build By mod that I have by Twisted Mexi, I can still enter tab mode like this and show you everything from that. So this is actually, let me turn the grid off. We don't need that to show the house, but yeah, this is what the house looks like. It is bigger. Like I said, one of the goals that I had even before Cottage Living came out was I wanted to give them a bigger home eventually. So this is what it looks like from the outside. I did build a pond, which looks a little funny right now because this kind of took me off guard the first time I went to build the pond. Is you start with these little squares, and what will happen is a duck will appear there or a dragonfly swarm, and it doesn't look like this once you're actually playing. It just designates that that's what's going to be there. So it's not going to look like that when we move in, I promise. I did remember to build a gate because that's really important. I feel like now that Azura is moving up in her celebrity, you know, we want to be able to keep the unwanteds out. I noticed towards the end there, sometimes paparazzi would just walk in, and we definitely don't want that. So I'm really happy that we have a gate now. But let's just go ahead and start with the outside. So as you come around the side, you end up going to the backyard. Now, you will notice this area right here looks pretty empty. So basically what happened was I originally had a whole pool deck back here and just a little area for the pool. However, once I got back into Managed Worlds, I realized that this house cost more than what we could afford. So I had to kind of tweak some things, and I thought, you know what? It's winter in the game. We're not going to really be able to use a pool in Henford-on-Bagley in the winter anyway. So I started by taking that out, and that actually helped take a good chunk off the price. Because you will see when we move her, we cut it a little close. I got a little carried away with the building. And if you build in The Sims, you probably understand what I mean. It's easy to do. But I did add one of these small little skating rinks for the kids because I thought, you know, that's something that they can do even in the winter. And then over here is just like the little, I guess you would call it the farming area. I don't want to go crazy with farming with them, but my thought with Azura and her vlogs was one of the things maybe she could do vlogs on is just like countryside living. Like maybe we can, you know, have our own milk and just plant a few plants like you can see here. And I thought maybe she could do some canning like with the preserves. So that was my idea of why I did that. I don't want this to be something that takes up a lot of time. So that's why we're just going to have a cow, and then we're going to have a few plants. And then I did move the money tree over here with the other plants. I thought that made sense. And then we do have a bee box, because that's not really something that takes a lot of time. And then this building, you might be like, what in the heck is that doing there? So what this is I thought it would be handy to have one of these trash cans that we can use, because one of the things you have to do with cottage living, if you have an animal, like we're going to get a cow, is you do have to clean the pen out. And when you do that, it generates trash. And in one of my off-camera saves, I used a dumpster, but what happens is the dumpster gets full. And I don't know if you have to do something with Eco Lifestyle for that. I never got into the Eco Lifestyle gameplay, to be honest, so I don't know. And so I couldn't figure out how to empty the dumpster, so I thought, you know what, let's just get one of those magic bins that gives us money. But the problem is, I think if it rains or something, it would break the bin. So that's why I made that little building for it. So yeah, it looks a little strange, but I mean, that's what it is. And then I just have some more things here for the kids to play on. You know, we did already have these at the other house, and I added a little swing set here under the trees. And then as you can see, I did expand the back porch. I didn't really add anything extra to it yet. I might eventually, but this is the way it is right now. So yeah, that I think pretty much covers the outside. So let's go ahead and go in and see what it looks like on the inside. So first of all, the basement actually doesn't really look any different. In fact, it's a little emptier because I moved some of the things out of the basement, which I will show you in a minute. But as you come through the front door, this is the living area, and I didn't change the structure of the front room at all. I just kind of changed the decor just to give it more of a countryside kind of feel, because it was pretty modern before, and I thought that was okay for Windenburg, but I don't think it really matches Henford-on-Bagley. So I did do a little tweaking, and we know Azura loves her pink, so I thought, you know what, let's just use this pink paneled wallpaper. And then this here, you may or may not be familiar with it. This is like one of those frames that once you move the household in, it will show a picture of who's in the house. And I thought, with it being the 100 Baby Challenge and with the members of the household changing so much, that would be a fun thing to have. And again, over here, really nothing changed. This is the entrance to the basement. This is that little bathroom that we've had. It didn't change that. And then just like in the old house, over here is the toddler room. Now you will see I actually expanded the toddler room and I made it bigger. I've talked about this before, but I actually like having large toddler rooms. For one thing, it helps their movement skills so they can move around a lot, but also I like living in, I guess the word is more temperate regions where it does snow and it rains. And what happens then is you can't really put this kind of equipment outside much because the kids won't be able to play on it. So I do like having a room big enough that I can put some of this stuff inside. That way they can always use it. And I also wanted to just give them more. Like, there's some more cute Panda Sama things that I wasn't able to fit in the old toddler room. And so I just wanted to be able to fit everything in. And so I made the toddler room bigger. And the toddler bathroom is still in the corner here. I think I may have made that a little bit bigger, but I didn't really add anything to it. And then as you go behind the stairs here, you do enter the kitchen. And again, it's in the same spot, but you'll see that I did change quite a bit, again, just to match the whole countryside type of vibe. But clearly, this is the door that goes to the backyard that will take you out to the back deck area. Also, that was supposed to be a regular wood stove, so I'm going to fix that really quick because I think that was the actual stove wood stove, and we don't want that. There we go. That's what it's supposed to be, which means this is going to have to move. So why don't we put that right here? All right. So yeah, I did make the kitchen a little bit bigger because if you remember in our last house, the kitchen was pretty small. Like, we couldn't even fit a table in it that everyone could sit at once. So happy to report that we do now have a table in the kitchen that everyone can actually sit at. You know, here's where like all the counter space and the appliances and all of that are. I just kind of liked the blue and the green for the kitchen. And then actually, this is one of the biggest changes, is if you come over here through this door is actually Azura's bedroom. So one of the things that I had mentioned that I didn't like about the old house was Azura's room was upstairs, like in the very top floor. There was no room for it downstairs. And if you've done a baby challenge or even just watched them, you probably realize, like, it's a lot more efficient to have your mom on the first floor with the toddlers. And so that's what I wanted to do. So I'm happy that we have finally been able to do that. And again, I did change up the decor quite a bit just to match the whole countryside thing. I do love her new bed. I just think it's so cool. Hopefully you agree with me. And then this is her bathroom. I didn't really change much about that. It's just her little ensuite. If you go back into the kitchen, and then you go through this archway over here, again, same location as the last house, but this is the new dining room, and I did make this pretty formal. I thought this could be the area where if Azura, being a celebrity, wanted to do some entertaining or something like that, this is where she could do that. Not that we'd probably have a chance to do a lot of that since it's a 100 baby challenge, but you know, it fits with her whole celebrity vibe. I just kind of love the idea of her having this formal room that, you know, she could use for things. Maybe if she does another reality show, we could use it for that. And I do love with this formal dining room, like you have this nice, beautiful view of the pond out here, which is just absolutely stunning. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers the downstairs. I made this whole second floor basically like the child age area. So like we have a child boys bedroom over here, and then we have a child girls bedroom over here, and then I just made this middle area basically like their little playground. Like I just have a bunch of stuff that will help them with their skills, toys they can play with. I probably will fill it up a little bit more eventually, but I didn't want to get too crazy with the cost because I didn't want to make it so expensive that we couldn't afford it, even though kind of already did that. But then if you go up to the third floor, I did keep the gym in the same spot that I had that before. It's over here. I think I may have made it a little bit bigger. And then over here, this is going to be the teen and young adult boys room. I did again have another bed over here, but I wanted to get rid of it just to save on the cost. They have their own little bathroom, just like the child girls and child boys have their own bathrooms here. And then over here is the teen and the young adult girls room. And then there is the bathrooms. So yeah, that is our house that we will be hopefully moving into. So let's go ahead and rejoin Azura and get them moved into this house. So I did go ahead and add them to a not in world household in Manager Worlds because I found that if you try to move directly from the phone, you don't always get as much money because you don't get the option to sell everything that's in the house. And we needed every penny we can get. So we are now, after selling the old house with the household funds, with Azura harvesting the money fruit this morning in the game, we are up to 571,723 simoleons. And this house is 536,000. So as you can see, we're definitely cutting it a little bit fine. We are here. I am so excited. So let's get situated with the family. I think that some of the kids, if I remember right, are not going to be going to school today. Zayden is going to school. Yale is off, and I think that Zamora is off too. Yes, because I wanted them to work on their skills. So we are keeping Yale and Zamora home today so that they can build their skills. And that should be Zayden going off to school. So my plan for today is I do want to get Azura out and have her meet a man that she can have a baby with next, because I do believe that she is in her third trimester. Yeah, she is. So I do want her to have someone lined up for after she has this baby. And I do remember that she needs to meet the next dad at a library. So I'd like to send her out to one of the libraries today. Also, these children are supposed to be going to bed. So I hope they're doing that. Okay, you're going to the wrong bed. This bed is yours. And then Yale is working on his chess. Zamora is supposed to be drawing because she does have the artistic prodigy aspiration. Okay, asleep. Celebu serum. Why don't you drink that? Azura, what are you trying to do? No, you do not need to shower in the rain. Why does this girl try to do this every time? And put your clothes back on. Azura, there's no men here. Nobody wants to see it that's here. Oh my gosh, just put one of your cold weather outfits on, please. Thank you. Oh my goodness, this girl. Okay, so let's go ahead and send her to one of the libraries. I think there's a few. So let's send her to the one in Willow Creek because I think that's the biggest library, which means there's probably the most choice of guys there, right? Let's hope. Okay, so we are in Willow Creek at the library. I don't know if we'll see any men here, but we're sure gonna look. Okay, here's a guy. Who is this? Chester Fink. Why don't you come and introduce yourself to Chester? He actually does look pretty cute. Oh wait, does she already know him? It's not giving me a introduction option, so I'm thinking that that means she doesn't know him, that she's already met him. Well, that should make things easier. Come on up and beguile this nice guy here. Oh, I was like, here's a guy, but it's her son. It's Felix. Yeah, he's cute, but we can't go there for sure. This guy thinks he's gonna leave. Okay, he really is gonna leave. What? Wait, is that Akira? Okay, maybe we need to go for Akira. Akira does make some cute kids. Are you married, Akira? Yes, and you have one child, but again, I don't think Azura cares. So come and give Akira a friendly introduction. He looks angry. I think Akira gets angry a lot. Maybe you can put him in a better mood, Azura. All right, there we go. Let's see how this goes. No, do not ask him for money, Azura. You might get around, but you don't do it for money, okay? Brighten his day. There's words for women that do those sorts of things, and you're not one of them. All right, check this lady behind Azura. She's like super shocked about something. I mean, I think Azura gets that reaction from people a lot, to be honest. And then let's have her try to calm him down. I don't know why she changed her outfit again, but maybe she feels more confident in this one. Oh my gosh, Azura, with the changing outfits. I don't know if that worked or not. Oh, okay, maybe it did. Yeah, he's in a good mood now. No, we're not getting on the computer, okay? We're gonna get on something else. It starts with an A and ends with an A. And yeah, just to point out, she changed her outfit again. Offer him a rose, please. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. All right, so just, okay, you didn't need to give him two, but I guess he doesn't mind. Okay, he's definitely taking everything you're throwing out there. I'm sure this is so much fun for Felix. Oh, and the paparazzi's here. You know what? Let's just send her home. Hopefully she can travel with him. Okay, so they are both here. So she can't woohoo with him yet, so I'm just gonna have her do some more flirty things. Oh no, child. You are not I thought she was gonna try to talk to her mom. No, she's trying to talk to a guy she's never met. Oh my goodness, Briar. Did we ignore you so much that you think you're supposed to talk to strangers now? Oh my gosh, how stinking cute is she though? Woohoo with Akira. There we go. Yay, Yale reached logic level 3, so he should be ready for school tomorrow. Oh, he needs to do his homework though, so stop that and get started on your homework, please. So do your homework, and then how about you, Zamora? Okay, you don't have your homework done either. And what skill are you at? Oh, you're on level 3, so you're getting close too. And Zayden, oh, Akira, I'm going to have to change my wonderful whim settings. It's fine though, because she's already, no, that's not what I was trying to do. Anyway, as I was saying, it's fine though, because she's already pregnant, so Willow, you did not just walk in your mom's room while she's woohooing somebody. Please get out of there. Do not. What are you doing in your mom's room anyway? There's nothing in there for you. There's not even a baby in here right now. I don't. Ooh, is someone dying? Oh my gosh, this rando's dying. It just like the camera just moved over to her, which usually is, you know, when someone's dying. Oh, and I didn't know we lived near this really cool pond here. Oh, with the bridge. Oh my goodness, this is our neighborhood? This is really cool. Okay, now the Grim Reaper is at our house, but that lady is all the way over here. So why is the Grim Reaper at our house? Okay, it is very early the next morning. It looks like it's just about 6 in the morning. And we did just get the alert that Azura has gone into labor. She also has that. So apparently, Akira, I would assume, is not the most faithful husband, because I'm thinking that's where she got it and not from the alien, because I'm thinking if it was the alien, it would have, manifested sooner. But Azure, instead of talking to your child, what I would like for you to do is have this baby, because we are all excited to meet them. And then we will have to order her some medicine for this. I mean, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I actually am surprised. I didn't know that with Wonderful Limbs, it had that feature. I know when I had Wicked Whims a long time ago, when that was the only way you could get the attraction system, that it came with that. But I didn't know they made it part of Wonderful Limbs. But, with the way Azura is, okay, so it's a boy. So the last name, this is the alien's child, Remington's. So his last name is Dunbar. And we are on the letter C. So I went through the C names that you guys all left for me. Thank you so much, by the way, to everyone who left name suggestions. You always leave me such a great selection of names to choose from. But what I decided on for this child, for a boy, is the name Cloud. And the reason I'm picking that is because, number one, I feel like it sounds like something a celebrity would pick for their child. But the other reason is his dad's an alien. So I'm like thinking, aliens, outer space, you go through the clouds to get to outer space. I don't know. It makes sense to me. So yeah, that was suggested by Exo Cassie. So Exo Cassie, thank you so much for the name suggestion, Cloud. And let's meet little baby Cloud. Cloud Dunbar, who, oh yeah, will be blue. I was going to say, who's half alien, and yeah, I guess that makes sense then. So, Azura, I am going to have you get this baby straightened out, and then we're going to invite Akira over. So, the thing with this is you have to order the medicine, so it won't get there till the next day. But it kind of works out in a way because, she's going to have woohoo with him again, so we might as well wait and worry about it after that. Okay, so Azura is inviting Akira over. And it looks like he is on his way. So really quick, while you're waiting, why don't you go ahead and order the medicine that you need? Here we go. Yeah, it must be part of Wonderful Whims, which I had no idea. So yeah, it'll be delivered to the mail. So I doubt it'll come today. So it looks like Akira is showing up now. Ooh, and she does want to kiss him right off the bat. Oh, I have to move somebody out. Why do I always forget this? And it is going to have to be Willow because she is our only young adult. So I think what I will do is I will actually start a new household for Azura's kids here in Henford-on-Bagley. So I'll just go ahead and move Willow into one of the empty houses here. But we do have to give her 5,000 simoleons. That is the rule. Even though we're not nearly as wealthy as we were, we're still going to follow the rule. So I am going to move her. Let's see where there's actually an empty house right across the way here. So why don't I go ahead and move her there? And then the next few kids we move out can also move in there. Okay, so even after moving Willow out, I still don't have the option for her to try for a baby with Akira. And I even actually tried restarting it, which worked the last time, but it's not working. So what I think I'm going to do, I don't know if it's Wonderful Whims. I checked, it didn't have an update. So I don't really know, but I don't know if it's a mod interfering or if it's just a glitch. But what I think I'll do is with Slice of Life, it does give you the option to do a risky hookup, which I'm pretty sure works the same as Try for a Baby. So I'm just going to go ahead and have her do that. Hopefully she'll go to the appropriate bed, but it's Azura, so I mean, I guess we'll just see. And the kids all should be off to school today. And we do want to make sure they all work hard. Now, Zayden already has his A, and he already is responsible, I believe. Yeah, but we do want to make sure that Yale and Zamora work hard because they should both be able to get their grade up today. So you go ahead and study hard too, Yale. And then Azura, are you going to go? Okay, she did go to the appropriate bed. Good. Hopefully it ends up working and it ends up being just like, try for a baby. And I did also reset the wonderful settings. Like I double checked and it's not, the override thing is not on. So I really don't know what else it could be. I'm going to have to try to figure that out. Well, she does have the option for a pregnancy test now. So that's a good sign. Hopefully it worked because we are at 8 days aged. And obviously we want her to age as little as possible to try to have all 100 kids with Azura. So Azura, can you please come out and let's see if that worked? I'm hoping it did since we weren't able to actually try for a baby. It looks like Akira is super tired, but he wasn't too tired for that. Okay, it did work. Thank goodness. Thank you, Kawaii Stacy, for the risky hookup option because I would have been in trouble and spending probably hours trying to figure this out if it weren't for that. I don't know if he's all that happy, but Okay, so they want Azura to fish again. And actually, I might, and they just became good friends. I might have her do something like that now that we have the pond. Because I do want her to have some kind of fertilizer. Like she planted these plants but had nothing to fertilize them with. So that would help with that.
A few moments later.
Well, what do you know? Take a look at this. Reynaldo apparently got Azura's daughter Alyana pregnant. Like, is he trying to impregnate the whole family? Like, what is going on? It's just the same day, by the way, where we left off. It's just bedtime, so everyone's headed to bed. But yeah, so it's technically really early Saturday morning. But yeah, I wanted to show you that because this guy is unbelievable. Reynaldo is such a creep. All right, so it's actually the next day. It is Saturday in the game. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. And one thing that I wanted to do, I realized looking through my list that I have all of our wheel spins on, is that the spin that we forgot to do is Azura is supposed to advance her pregnancy by 1 trimester. And we didn't do that with the last pregnancy with Cloud. So I want to go ahead and do that now. I think she's in her 2nd trimester. Yes, so we are going to go ahead and advance her to the 3rd trimester. I will cut this really quick just in case you don't want it to be spoiled whether she's having a girl or a boy. Okay, so if you look, she is now in the 3rd trimester. So we have all of our wheel spins caught up. We are up to date on that. So the kids are home. I do have Yale, well, I did have him working on his extra credit, and also Zamora, just to help their responsibility, and it looks like they're both done with that. I also have Azura working with the toddlers. I would like to get these two, get their skills to where they need to be before we age up Cloud. I don't know if that will happen. Briar is pretty close, and let's see how August has a little bit more to do, but I did have her at least work with thinking for both of them because it's so much faster when she teaches them since she has the matriarch trait. Like they get this little parental guidance thing, and it just helps them learn so much faster. So that's basically an Azura job, but I have obviously been having Zayden and Yale help with some other things like the potty training and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. We're just gonna try to grind out the skills for these toddlers. And since it's a Saturday, we do have Zayden and Yale to help. One of the things I also wanted to do was, I did have Azura kind of tend the garden. So you'll see, like, we do have crops planted. I basically did a patch of vegetables, a patch of fruits, and a patch of flowers, and our money tree. And I also told Azura to weed this, but it doesn't look like she did. And then we did want to go ahead and buy a cow. So let's go ahead and purchase. I like the spotted cows. At least where I'm from, that's what you see more than the brown cows. So to me, when I think of a cow, I think the black and white cows. So we do have a cow now. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have, after Zayden weeds, I'm going to have him come and help with the cow. There's our cow. So I will hold off on naming our cow and let you make some name suggestions in the comments for what our new cow should be. All right, so Zayden acquired the gardening skill. And then after that, I'm going to have him come and just kind of take care of this cow a little bit. Oh, and it can already be milked, but Zayden is flourishing. Oh, you know what? We're going to get Zayden into cooking. Well, he already kind of is. So we might as well say that he likes gardening too. I mean, the two kind of go together. So okay, he's going to clean the cow and pet the cow, and then I'm going to go ahead and have Zayden milk the cow too. I definitely feel like Zayden would be more into this at least than Yale, because Yale's very studious and into academic things. Whereas if Zayden's going to be into cooking, I could see him being a little bit interested in, you know, like getting milk from a cow and working on the garden. So I think it only makes sense that he's the one helping. Plus, it might give me a little bit of an excuse to keep Zayden around a little longer. But yeah, now I have Zayden milking the cow. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it. Most of you probably have this pack yourself, but that's basically what it looked like. I'm telling you, having twins as toddlers, it really is so much more work than just having one toddler. I'm sitting thinking, like, why do I feel so behind? Not only have we moved, but we have twin toddlers that we're trying to age up. We're trying to race against the clock before Cloud ages out. And we only have 2 teens right now. Oh, don't you even think about making a mess, dear. So you're gonna hug and you're gonna babble, because I don't think you're at 3 yet. Not yet. And then August is working on his movement. It looks like he's actually close to level 4. Okay, Azura, where are you? Okay, so you're ready to go. So what I want you to do is begin recording, and then you are going to go fishing. So basically what she's doing is she's doing a vlog showing her new place and showing all of her viewers, look, we just moved to the countryside. One of the things that I love best about being here is this amazing pond we have. So that's basically the tone of this video. Azura, you're so lucky. I mean, it's so beautiful here. So with August, we still have to also work on his imagination a little and his communication, which communication, you know, is really fast, but he's just got a little bit more work to do than his sister. Fishing in my sweet new pond in my sweet new home on the countryside. Azura would definitely want everyone to, you know, be jealous of that. It's working on me. Okay, guys, you are not even going to believe this. It's a little later on, and I'm just sending everyone to bed, and look at the notification I get. What is going on with this man? Is he having a midlife crisis that's causing him to be a man whore and not know what a condom is? I don't know, but something is going on with Reynaldo, and I don't think I like it. Like, this is kind of disgusting. He's now gotten 3 sisters pregnant. Not his own sisters, thankfully. All right, it is the next morning. We did actually already get the notification that we could age up Cloud. However, I know Azura is going to go into labor later on the sim day too, and I don't want that to happen before we end the episode because I want you guys to be able to help with names. So basically, I got these 2 toddlers up early so we can try to grind out these skills. So Briar, we just need to get her potty up, and oh my goodness, she's at a 98%. Like, we don't even need Azure to help her. Like, she can just do that. And then I do have Zayden helping with August. August did get his communication up this morning with the stuffed animal, so now he just needs to get his communication up. So I think actually I did tell Gail to come and take care of the baby, but I think I'll probably go ahead and cancel that, and I will just have Azura come over and just tend to little baby Cloud, and then maybe Yale could come out and do some things here in the garden. Okay, she got it. So she is ready to be aged up. All right, August, please tell me you're getting your potty up. You are at an 89. Oh my goodness, that's not good enough. Zayden, hun, please show me why you're my favorite, and then just potty train him one more time. And then I do want to get Yale's responsibility up. Instead of the gardening, I wonder if cleaning the shed will help his responsibility. I feel like it's worth a try. Yes! August has mastered the potty skill. So you know what time it is. It is time to age some Sims up. And Yale, is this helping your responsibility? Oh yeah, it is helping a little. Okay. And then Azura should be coming in to age up little Cloud, whose skin tone I will change because I'm pretty sure he will not be an alien. And so it doesn't make sense for him to have blue skin. Okay, so Cloud, okay, it didn't work. Cloud is independent. We love that, especially after what we just dealt with twins. And he's got his mommy's blonde hair. I feel like Azura has more boys that get her blonde hair than girls for whatever reason. And then Zayden, are you helping your little brother August blow out the candles? Oh my gosh, how cute is the blowing out the candles thing? And what a dear is Amora. She's just been walking around cleaning up after everybody. And then after that, I need you to add some candles, and we're going to do the same with a little Briar. Okay, so August aged up. He did get his highest skill in motor, so I do want to make him a rambunctious scamp, and his trait is outgoing. Okay. I don't know if we've had an outgoing child. If we have, it's been a while. No. Don't do anything with the toddler. Also, are you brushing your teeth? Okay, you are good. Okay, so Briar aged up. Now, she got her highest in mental. I was actually at first thinking I'd make her like a social child because we haven't had that in a while, but I mean, she got it in mental, so I feel like it only makes sense to go with that. And then her trait is erratic. Oh no. We know whose fault that is. You get it from your mama. All right, there we go. And then please add some more birthday candles, Zayden, so that you can age up. Because you do have your A, and you are responsible. Lots of birthdays here at the very end. All right, so Zayden has now aged up. He does want to be a chef. He is already a programmer and a glutton, and he's also a loner. All right, Yale, get that responsibility up, please. We are literally racing against the clock. We need him to do this before your mom goes into labor, and I think she's going to go into labor anytime. Yes! Okay, so please, really, really quick, Yale, please come out here and blow the candles out. Because he is now responsible, and he has his A. Okay, are you going to blow the candles out? I'd really appreciate it if you did. And Azure has gone into labor. Just in the nick, guys, just in the nick. Okay, so he does want to be an academic. He is a goofball, and he is squeamish, and he is also cheerful. Okay, I love that for you, Yale. So before the game forces Azura to have a baby, I mean, interestingly, she's down here playing ping pong while she's in labor. But what I want to do is really quick give the two kids, August and Briar and Cloud, their makeovers. Okay, so I am back, and I just finished making over Cloud, August, and Briar. So let's go ahead and start with Cloud. This is little Cloud up close. He is totally a doll baby. He aged up with curly hair, and so I wanted to keep him with that, but I love this new cottage living curly hair. I'm actually kind of obsessed with it. It's just so well done. So I went ahead and gave him that, and I kind of struggled at first to think about like what color did I want to give Cloud, and I thought, well, wait a minute, his name is Cloud, like we should give him the color white. So I made white his color. So as I go through his outfits, you will see that I did use white for him. So that is little Cloud. So let's go ahead and go to the twins. So August is the older twin, so we will start with him. So this is little August up close. I get the feeling he is going to be a little heartbreaker. I mean, he's very pretty. Like, I feel like he, even more than Briar, which you'll see in a minute, I feel like he got like all the pretty features from his mom and from, is it Dean? Dean is their dad's name, yeah. So I don't know how that worked out that way, but it did. But yeah, August is a rambunctious scamp, so I thought he's probably a little boy really into sports. So I tried to dress him accordingly, and I gave him purple because purple was the color that we decided was going to be August's color when he was a toddler, and it does look really good on him. So that is August. So let's go ahead then and finish off with Briar. So here is Briar, and this is what Briar looks like up close. Briar's color is darker red, so I tried to dress her in that. I was also picturing Briar as being like a really studious kind of girl because she is a whiz kid, but at the same time, and I love this gown, by the way, like how gorgeous is that? But at the same time, she is erratic, so, I don't know if I guess right now it probably wouldn't influence her dress that much because for the most part, when you're a child, your parents dress you. But yeah, eventually that might be sort of fun. So anyway, those are Cloud, August, and Briar. I hope you like them. Oh, and I also wanted to show you that I did go ahead and give Zayden a little bit of facial hair. I think it looks really good on him. Anyway, we're going to really quick do our spins and try to end this episode as quick as we can before the game forces Azura to have her new baby. So before we end the episode, we do have to do our wheel spins, and last week's episode got 22 likes. So that means we get 2 spins this episode. So let's go ahead and see what the wheel has in store for us today. Wet n Wild, try for the next baby in a shower. Bonus if in a dorm. Interesting. I feel like the dorms can be a little bit glitchy if your sim doesn't live there, but we can give it a try if you guys really want me to. It would mean that we'd have to make sure that the next baby daddy is actually a university student. Okay, so I think this one says fatherly influence. Child or teen inherits one of their father's personality traits at the next, and it should be age up. At the next age up. So it would have to be either Cloud or one of our 3 children we have because the other 2 in the house are already young adults. So I am going to actually go ahead and end the episode here. I don't want to be back in the game any more than I need to because I know after a certain amount of time, when your sim's in labor, it just makes them have the baby. And I don't want to do that without getting your name suggestions. So we are on the letter D. So please go ahead and leave those D name suggestions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Remember, we are doing 1 spin for every 10 likes the video gets. Don't forget to drop a comment below, guys. I always love hearing what you have to say. It truly, honestly does make my day. You're the best, and I will see you later. Bye.